I will take you through the web interface of Smart Manager. It is a PHP application which was designed for the client. The entrepreneur wanted to display all the important remarks and the commissions and the deductions right on the index page. Thus, the figures that you see are the real transactions which our system has smoothly processed. The web interface contains the CRM module as well as the management and the sales management module. Now, first I will take you through the CRM functionality containing to a member. A member is given a member ID and his password. He can log in into application using that credentials. Here I am giving one such ID and I am keying in their password. On successful authentication, I would be taken to the inner pages. As you can see, this page shows the summary of all the headers under which I have received the commission. It says that I received 2934 rupees under Silver Citizen Family Bonus. Same way 225 under Silver Citizen Family Commission. So, like Silver, there is Prince, GIP, Sales Bonus, BODC, SODC, HODC. This all collectively forms the balance in my account, which is 9870.47. Out of this, the reimbursed amount is 8460. So this is the purchase which I have done using my points, and I haven't paid cash for this many purchase. So the total amount in my balance is 1410. Now beneath this you can see the purchase history screen, which shows my last 5 transactions. Here a BIS is a unit called for 100 rupees. So thus 15 BIS specifies the 1500 rupees, which was actually the registration fees, and after that all are the other purchases. Now from anywhere you can click on the My Data page and get this page. The second option is change the profile. Here I can change my demographic details like my contact details, my state, etc. I can do it through change profile. Change password allows me to change my login password, and similarly there is very important thing called as transaction password, which plays a very major role for the vendors. Now we will see the purchase reports. In the purchase report, basically there is a filtering given based on date. User can select the starting date and ending date between which he wants to see the report. As you can see, I am giving here 2 different dates, and I am asking the application to display the report, and that report as came at the front of the page. It shows the 3 transactions happen. So basically 3 purchases which are done by me are seen on this page. I can click on the print link to see the invoice copy. I have to simply click on the print button to get it printed. So this was for a normal member who is buying. Now the case is for the vendors. The vendor management and sales management are coming now. Any vendor who has sales limit can perform the sales. They also have their unique ID and password, and I have used one such ID to log in. As we have seen, my data page displays the same thing as with the normal member. but the difference over here is My Store. The My Store web page basically shows the data or the current status of the sales. It shows the sales limit, and that is actual limit beyond which I cannot sell from my shop. Once the sales limit is complete, I have to get the renewal and introduce the fresh limits in my store. Now at the time of selling, I have to give the member ID for the member who has came to purchase and transaction password. I am doing this transaction here for you, and we will be able to see that on click a validate button, it will go back to the database, bring out the latest amount for the user. Now if the user wants to do the part payment, he can by paying a small amount in cash and then reimbursing his funds. As you can see, the alert over here briefs the vendor that the transaction is about to complete, and after that what would be the changes in the balance for the member. Once this form is submitted, it generates a transaction ID along with which a link to print this receipt is also given. It will show the receipt and the same can be printed. It is similar to the one that we had seen last time. After receipt, I will take you to the report section. For a vendor, it is important to know what amount of sale has happened in his store, who's purchased when, what are the selling limits, how they are reducing, etc. So I will first show you the sales report. This reports any purchases that the buyer has made. Now for the vendor, in sales report we are giving the filter. He can specify the start and end date for the records which he want to view in the report. He clicks on the search and the application goes back to the database and searches the record which are meeting this criteria. As you can see here, I am retrieving a very long list of transactions. It says Mahesh Bhai Punabhai Vekaria had purchased with certain amount here. The Bharat Bhai has done something, so this is complete selling list as provided to the vendor. You can also click on print and get invoice generated anytime. Now the next is seat report. The seat report is actually the sales limit, because for my shop I will be able to see only till the time when I am having sales limit in my account. Say when I click on the search, it will show me the transactions of my sales limit, and whenever the sales has been made, I will be able to see what amount of sales limit has been debited, and debited amount actually decreases my sales limit. So once my sales limit touches 0, I won't be able to do any sale from my shop. This is how the company can apply sales limit and keep a check on the sales happening at the vendor shop. As you can see here, the sales limits are decreasing. So this way I shown you the CRM functionality for the customer in the web interface, how buyer and vendor and sales management are happening. Now I'll take you to the entire different module of web application, which is administration. For administration, there is a particular ID and password which is only with the admin. You can log in using this ID and password. After login, you can see various modules which are available in the application, as we would be seeing here. The customer module helps you in listing down all the customers available in the system. As you can see that it gives me the list of all the members within the system. I can perform few searching operations on them. I can search from member ID, first name, last name. I have to give particular value. I am searching on the member ID, and then when I click on search, it will search and bring the records pertaining to the details I have asked for. If I want to go to the details of that member, I have to simply click on the member ID link. And here it is. I have a detailed record of the customer. If there are any changes which customer has communicated, the admin can perform it over here itself. We can also change and reset the passwords. There is another mass operation for delete and changing the status. I can anytime activate and deactivate a member, or I can do multiple select on checkbox and then select the operation for delete, etc. That also will happen to all the selected records. Now the second module which I would like to talk is user file upload. This is the integration layer. As I will show you in the back office, there are few buttons which creates user files, and that records are uploaded into the PHP application using this utility. The project admin side has various utilities to load user files, the purchase files, the sales limit, that is said upload. And the most important aspect over here is reporting. In the reports you can see that user can see the history of the purchases happening record by record, or the purchase happening vendor wise. So in vendor wise he will only get summary, and that way he can keep a track of sales happening at every vendor's location. So this is a very efficient web application which extends your enterprise to the various vendors who are distinctly located at various regional levels. This shows that we have loaded the manual tree of the member. This depicts the position of the member as per the manual rules. This manual is entirely a promotion scheme that is going on in the system. Now you can navigate the tree using this mechanism. You can go various places. You can search numbers. Say for an example, I want to search something called 1993. I go there, I click on search, and that number is in front of me now. Say similarly, there is something like 2005 which I want to search. I click over there and it is in front of me. Now there are also some commissions associated with this which I am going to show you up. So this shows that the member ID ending at 221 index has actually earned 80 rupees as manual commission for new member added, and that new member is this. And we can also say 19225. We can see when it was added, 19225. Okay, 19225. It is ending with 19225. I gave a 3, which was my mistake. Here it is. So he received a commission under the manual header. The same way it can receive various commissions under the silver header. It has its own different tree, which I am loading right now. We see that silver tree has been loaded. We can navigate it in the same manner, and if you see, this manual tree is different from the silver tree because it has different set of rules. Same way it has different set of commissions. Yeah, see, this shows the list of all the commissions that has been generated. Say this says that Silver Citizen Family Bonus for new member added. So this is the new member that has been added, and if you want we can find that also. 19805 was the index, 19805, and I click on search and see, I'm able to see that. Similarly, there is another tree called Silver Extras. The same way there is something called as Prince, there is something called as GIP. GIP again has 2 trees, Prince has 1 tree, Silver has 2 trees, Manual has 1 tree. So in this collection there are various multiple trees which you are seeing. Now all these trees are getting populated at the time of registration. Say for an example, I am there for a new registration. I give my demographic details over here, and I've almost done with all the important details which are required. I click on save. It won't allow me. The reason is there should be one referrer ID. Now say I am giving this as a referrer ID. I'll click on save. It will say that it already has the 3 members, and this is also valid. I am taking you towards the rules which are implemented in the system. If you see over here, this shows that this 221 already has 3 members, so we can certainly not go for that. But say if we want to go for this, it is blocked. It doesn't have any space. If we are going for 223, that is also blocked because it doesn't have space. If we want to go for 224, that's not possible. But here we can go for 19226. 19226. So I'm changing that. Then I'm clicking on save. It asks me whether I want to add this beneath this child. I say yes, and see here it works. Okay, so this shows the confirmation dialog box. I got registered. The ID is with first letter of first name, middle name and last name, then the state, and this is the counter. It says that my silver parent is this. We can also verify this statement using by going to other trees. Say over here, in manual tree, I'm again loading the tree of this of my sponsor, and see here I am. This is my registration. So this is how it works. And if you go for the commissions, then you will certainly see I'm giving the ID of my sponsor, and I'm going on the go. See, this says that this member got registered, and because of that it has received various commissions. So this is how the enrollment is taken care of. That is again a CRM part in the back office. Various business rules are implemented in these modules, which generates different type of commissions, something with as less as 10 paise per 100 rupees, that way. Now the next module is the vendor management and the sales limit management. Here you can get all the details with this. Say I'm clicking over here, it says that any sales that happens for this vendor, the bonus which is generated will go to this account, the SODC bonus will go to here, PODC will go here, and HODC will go over here. So for any sales that is happening on this vendor ID, these are the IDs which will be provided with various commissions. Now this is the form by which we issue the sales limit. So this is the vendor, he wants sales limit of 1 lakh rupees. So basically sales worth 1 lakh rupees. So here I have to basically issue BIS. So I change it to 1 lakh. Okay, I am receiving it in cash. I click on save. It asks me whether I want to, and so the BIS are issued, and that can also be rechecked over here. See the today's, the 1 lakh amount, which one, and this is the transaction ID associated with that. So this way we issue the sales limit. We do the management of the various commissions that are getting generated by each sales. And now when you have done this processing, we go to the administration module. This module is basically the integration functionality between the back office and the web module. As you have seen in the web modules, there were pens to upload the accounts file, purchase limit files, etc. All those files are getting generated over here. Say this prepares user details, acknowledgement, total, seats, then this processes XML files, this computes prints membership, this checks the messages which are being sent from the web application to the back office. Now, this is a very important module. Say here I am simply giving this module generates the manual commission that has been generated system wide. So say here I am giving this date and I am clicking on prepare manual commission. See here we are seeing this folder, and this report has been generated, and here you will see various files getting added to this folder. This all are the reports, and this file name constitutes the member ID for which the report has been generated. You will see as and how the report is, as and how the manual commissions are being calculated, the files are getting added. If there is no commission, there is no file being generated. Now I will take you to the version of that file. I am loading that for PDF file for our reference. And as you can see, this gives the complete total, the money which was deducted, money which he earned, and the closing balance, the service charges, the deductions that are taking place, and net available to the member. So this is how it works. This was the report. The PDF file can be exported whatever you want. This will be the name of the person, his city, address, pin code, etc. So thus we have seen how the manual commission and various other reports are generated. Now finally, the most important thing is user profit summary. This summary gives the total profit earned by the member between one date to another date. Oh, my mistake. Here you see the total user profit summary. This shows the various bonuses and commissions that the member has received in the given time span. This is total if he has reimbursed anything and the net available amount. So this was the user profit summary. And lastly, there is something called as purchase history, which shows the purchase that a member has done at the given in the time span. This says that the person has done 2 purchases, and these are the amounts. Also, there is one verification module where you can validate any transactions that has been taken place. Say for an example, this is 7128 transaction ID. I am fetching its details. Now it will go into database and search for all the entries which are pertaining to this transaction ID and available in the database. As you can see, all these entries have been retrieved. It says that in purchase history table for this ID, the purchase has been done. The amount was of 100, which is equivalent to 1 piece. This was the vendor ID, the transaction date, the reason or note. Then in SODC table, means on this sales the profit has been given to this ID, and that profit is 0.05 rupees, and the shop ID was this. Similarly, HODC, BODC, merchant bonus, sales bonus, and in the GIP mother commission table there is an entry of 0.8 rupees, and in Insta commission table there has been an entry of 0.8 rupees pertaining to this transaction. So this way you verify the purchase related data. Similarly, a verification can be done on the user's records. So the records are loaded for that record ID, and as you can see, it says the user table, the address table, then the GIP mother total records found in GIP Insta mother index, etc. So this way we found that how the Smart Manager system is able to handle the user registration, verification, shop sales limit, vendor management, various commission and business implementation, verification, integration with the websites, and to know the user profit summary and etc.